mystery of spiritual warfare. At this stage, the battle is no longer primarily about spirit around you, attack against you. It becomes about the thoughts within you, because the greatest stronghold the enemy seek is not your body, it's your mind. The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4 to 5. For the weapon of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of stronghold, casting down imagination and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Are you aware that strongholds are mental before they become spiritual? Average believer think of stronghold as external forces, but scripture revealed stronghold as structure of thinking, belief system, mental patterns, internal arguments. This means the enemy doesn't need to stay around if the thinking pattern remains. Now, how the battle is formed? The mind become a battlefield through three layers. So there are three layers that forms the battlefield of the mind. Number one, thoughts. Now, random suggestion, idea, and impulses they start coming up. The Bible said in book of Proverbs chapter 24 verse 9, the thought of foolishness is sin. So when these random thoughts, ideas, and impulses begin to infiltrate your mind, pause and begin to ask questions. These thoughts, are they foolishness? Hence the Bible said that the thought of foolishness are sin. As once they become thought of foolishness, object it, stop it. Then number two, imagination. Thoughts that are entertained and developed through your mind by imaginary way. The Bible said in book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 5, casting down imagination. So there are imagination built up upon our mind. Number three, stronghold. Imagination that has become believed at this point is no longer feel like influence. It feels like this is who you are. It feels this is just how things are. Strategy of enemy in the mind. The enemy operates subtly by planting thoughts. A thought enters loss, fears, doubt, and confusion. So when the enemy plants these, they are implants built upon which that triggers or traffics loss, fears, doubts, and confusion set in, even depression. Are you hearing me? So this is what the devil wants to achieve. Then number two, agreement that is being entertained. Instead of rejecting it, the person think about it, feels it, repeat it, and this thing begin to find expression, becoming part of you. Number three, formation, which is building a pattern. The thought becomes a habit, a mindset, a stronghold. Once a habit is built up through this formation building, let me explain. There are some certain thoughts that are formed so much so that it has formed you with habits. Habit of hating, habit of judging people wrongly, habit of a certain ways that it brings about, create about a certain mindset. Now this mindset navigate down to build a stronghold, and a stronghold become that this is who you become. The Bible talks about before you enter into the house of a strong man, you first of all bind them. There is a strongness inside of you that will form you as a man, as a person. So this strong is something that you must demolish, and the moment you demolish it, that is where you have gained a reformation, transformation. So now you need to find a way to demolish it. At the course of this video, I'm going to tell you how to demolish this stronghold. Number four, manifestation, living it out. Now after which this stronghold has formed, now it's time to find expression. So now it shows up as behavior, decisions, and lifestyle. This is the formation of stronghold that become a manifestation by which it comes as your behavior, as your decision you take, and you begin to live it in reality. So in the aspect This is what has really formed you. There is a part of Bible in book of Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7 that says, for as he thinketh in his heart, so he is. So these are the formations that are building a stronghold in your mind. Now that is how you begin to think. You begin to think like that, behave like that, take decisions through that route, and your lifestyle is seen, and this is who you are. You are not different from this. The deep deception. Now let me explain the deep deception of this. Here is the dangerous part. When a stronghold is fully formed, the person think this is me, not realizing that this was built over time. So these formations has built over time, but it has become your whereabout. It has become your lifestyle. It has become you now. This is you thinking that is you. You can't come out from there. You can't change it. This is my life. And some person will even tell you, at the cost of being in relationship with them, they will tell you, you have to learn to take me or accept me for who I am. This is not who you are. Now they have believed so much that this is who they are. This is their reality. So anyone that is coming must know a way to tolerate them. This is highly concerned. What is the connection to spiritual husband, wife, to spiritual husband or spiritual wife? That is, let me explain. Let me say it again. What is actually the connection to spiritual husband or wife concept in this whole thing that we are talking? Let me connect you with the manipulation that is going on. At this deepest level, you begin to see some experiences people call spiritual spouse attack, night oppression, may actually be stronghold of the mind expressing themselves through dreams, desires, and patterns. This does not mean nothing spiritual or supernatural is actually happening. This does not mean that there is no reality in these so-called manipulations of familiar spirits such as succubus or incubus, like spiritual husband and wife, but it means the mind is operating with the patterns. These patterns has laid down. It's already a laid down patterns that the mind has followed. It look like this is my life. This is how I am wired to behave. This is me. There are some persons that have become that have loved the same sex. Like I'm a man will start loving a man. A woman will start loving a woman. Not the agape love, but I'm talking about emotional. I'm talking about such kind of emotional attachment. They will not tell you that they are born to be like that. They are born gay. You are not born to be like that. You are just misinterpreting what the stronghold the devil has built up. Now, such person has so much stronghold in such a way that it is almost impossible to dismantle this stronghold. It's still the same person that has to wake up one day and say, no, this is a formation that the devil has built up upon me, upon my soul, that need demolition. There is a total kind of overhauling that will go on. You troubleshoot this situation and you begin to become who you are.